Well, I re up my passport, so I'm good for another 10 years. I actually didn't need to get the card, but got it anyway because the real IDs they push back to 2025, so you don't need this or that or the real ID anyway. My brothers have both taken trips recently. I've been getting real jealous and also been seeing a lot of people through my work, um, go abroad. I've been setting them up with some things on the IT side when they go abroad. And then all the social media pics, I need to get somewhere. I've been abroad, I've been to Mexico, not to Canada, still need to get there. Um, but I want a reason. I looked into study abroad programs and at my technical school, even, but they're way too expensive. So going somewhere would be like 10K for 3 months. And I'd love to use my Spanish somewhere, but still, it's like the same, maybe a little less for some places in Latin America. But, doing these type of gigs or an au pair or a volunteer type program or work abroad, I'd be making some kind of money maybe, but I'd be taking time away from my creative production and money. So it's a give and take, and I love the wilderness and historic sites. I love the outdoors. Is a special place in my heart I have for nature. Green's my favorite color because of the environment. It brings me a certain kind of tranquility that I don't get anywhere else. And I love learning about the past and getting perspective and wisdom from, you know, these historic sites, but also being in the city and seeing the new, the modern, the architecture, art, food, going to shows. And so, travel is about more than professional development. It's about, personal growth. And I've always wanted to travel the world, as long as I can remember. First, it was to see the different flora and fauna, that I saw in the encyclopedias. And then getting further into school, seeing the ancient ruins and, maybe there's something on this side of the world and maybe some I can go see later in life over in Asia, something like that. But I think right now the Caribbean's a good starting point. I've always had interest in Jamaican culture as long as I've been into, music seriously, and Bob Marley and reggae music, and then dancehall. Sean Paul was really popping off when I was, in my early teens and getting into music and hip hop. So, a big part of my life too. And so, music's going to be a big part of the reason I go. I need to experience it, need to dance, need to see some live music, also need to get some of that food, fish, curry goat, jerk chicken, all the plantain recipes, anything that there is to offer. So, plan it out, do it right. I want to make it everywhere. And so going to Latin America and speaking Spanish, finding a reason to go there would be ideal. And Europe would be slick. I'll make it to Asia at some point. In Africa, I always, as long as I wanted to travel, wanted to go to Africa and just experience the motherland of all people. And to show that I'm serious, I'm going to name as many African countries as I can in a row. And I promise I haven't studied today or recently, although I have memorized all the countries in the world before. So let's see how good we can do today. Starting near the top and not going in order necessarily. Egypt, Algeria, Angola, Libya, Liberia, Tunisia, Morocco. And I'm sorry if I named something twice. Did I say Egypt already? Senegal, Western Sahara, Cape Verde, Mauritius, Mauritania, Gabon, Burkina Faso, Togo, Benin, Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone. I'm sorry, um, Nigeria, Niger, Sao Tome, Principe, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Equatorial Guinea, Democratic Republic of Congo, Republic of Congo, Central African Republic, Sudan, South Sudan, Chad, Eritrea, Djibouti, Somalia, Ethiopia, Kenya, Ghana, Cameroon, Namibia, Gambia, Gabon, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Botswana, South Africa, Lesotho, Eswatini, Madagascar, Seychelles, Comoros, Djibouti, Rwanda, Burundi, Uganda. I say Uganda. I think I got most of them. Hopefully the camera didn't freeze. The camera didn't freeze. Okay, good. So yeah. Anyway, want to make it to all of those countries. Does anybody have coupons for Antarctica or like interstellar travel? Does Visa work for trips to the moon or Mars or what? Looking to go wherever. It's going to be my first time traveling alone and going to be pretty wild, the first couple times, a few I'm sure, but then it'll feel normal. And I just don't want to take too much time away from the grind. But how long do I wait until I start taking these trips, affordable trips, looking for, good deals? And, I don't want to have to wait decades longer until I get to a professional point where it allows me to travel. I want to start seeing some now. It's going to be a good refresher, I think, and kind of just get me ready for a different chapter, new way of thinking, new phase. Just kind of offer a breaking point in between the monotony of being in the same place all the time. I traveled the country and that's been great. I'm not complaining about that, but just looking to go international a little bit. And each one of those is going to make a great episode. So, yeah, looking forward to doing a little bit of traveling this year and in the future. Like and subscribe. Thank you.